I am pumped for this one, man. Yeah, dude. This week's episode is brought to you again by Corona. This time, Corona Sun Brew.
We need that check.
We're gonna get that check one day.
Well,
They're gonna come knocking. They're gonna come knocking regardless. They're either gonna sue us or they're gonna give us a check. It'll be one of the two things. You know what I mean?
It's a gamble sometimes.
Regardless, we'll call Darren. He'll figure it out. Okay.
Okay. Right,
brother.
Awesome.
What's going on, man?
I was just chilling, dude. Enjoying a slightly not as hot day.
Yeah.
A little rain came through for a few minutes. So just chilling, man. Had a fun weekend.
You hung out with the bro subs and the pops, right?
Yeah. Did that Sunday. Went out to gun and knife show Saturday.
Wow.
That was fun.
Like they have guns and knives.
A lot of stuff out there.
Did you?
So yeah, chilled.
Did you buy a gun or a knife?
I'd rather not have that on the record.
Okay, guys. The answer is he doesn't.
Yeah. So
in the comments, I'm going to drop his address. He does not have any weapons at all. So you guys are good. He does that big ass bow stab underneath him. So
yeah, there's a right there.
Right there.
Yeah, did a little eating with the fam yesterday. Came over to the house. Just chilled out, man. Had a nice chill weekend.
Love it, dude. Love it, man. Love it. It was good, man. Little pool vibes on Saturday.
Nice.
That was dope, man. Hit the city a little bit Friday night with my buddy James. Nice. It was good, man. It was good. Just really good vibes. Beautiful. Like it was super hot the week before.
Yeah,
It was not as hot. It was like in the 90s or something. So last week and before, and so this last week was like in the 90s. It was like in the 80s. So like it was bearable. Like I could wear jeans and at night and be fine. So that was good.
Okay.
That was good, man. That was good. I really enjoyed it. Maybe a little bit too much tequila. But when you're young, black and successful, I'm one of those things.
You've seen one of them.
You gotta get out and do that, right? Well, man,
I got you.
Dude, so I do want to tell you, team, we do have a pivot today. And the pivot is in a film directed by Mark Webb, Andrew Garfield. We'll talk about all that stuff there. But the reason why we pivoted because we just were not going to make Scary Movie, the new one. It just didn't, not enough time.
A lot going on. Father's Day weekend. A lot of stuff happening.
A lot of stuff going on. Understandable. And when you said that too, it was like almost a relief. I was like, whew, okay. My plans that I'm already having, I don't have to detail from them. So actually worked out perfectly.
Cool.
But I did catch this film in preparation for our movie of the week. So Under the Silver Lake is and I've been wanting to watch this film since 2018. Stars Andrew Garfield. He plays this guy named Sam, and he goes on this quasi-detective story about this missing girl and where she is. It's like set across LA, and it's like neo-noir. It reminds me of Rick, by Ryan Johnson and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Where like this like young protagonist type detective kid is like trying to figure out what's going on. It was weird.
Okay, fair enough.
Garfield puts in a fantastic performance as Sam, as like this young quasi detective, us figuring out what's going on here. And this was 2018, so this was post both his TASM movies, right? There is a humongous Spider-Man reference in this film.
Nice.
That is not spoken. There's just something happens where like the director and Sam, like Andrew Garfield, know and do this. And
gotcha.
I'm just pissed off that I hadn't seen this movie sooner, but I do like that I watched it in preparation. That's kinda why I picked TASM because, 1, Andrew Garfield's the
Huh.
man, but 2, because I watched this film.
Honestly, I thought you were just sitting there watching it. I was like, perfect timing. I'm like, I got 10 minutes left. This is perfect.
I started it last night, actually, and finished it today.
Nice.
But this movie was Under the Silver Lake was top of mind, so I was like,
Gotcha.
let's just roll with that. Yeah, super easy, enjoyable film. I do recommend. Right now it's on Netflix. So Under the Silver Lake, guys, if I had to give it a bucket of popcorn, I'm gonna give it 4 buckets of popcorn. It was that good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fantastic performance, team.
I did watch Fantastic Four First Steps again.
How many times have you watched this film now? This is your second?
That's probably like 4.
Dude, but like I've
That's
watched it
probably like
3
number
times
4.
now. I've watched it
Yeah,
3
yeah.
times, so I'm 1 less than you. I watched it we went to go see it together, right?
Right. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But we did not see it in IMAX. I went back the week after to see it in IMAX
Ah, okay.
by
Okay.
myself. Went on a little cinematic adventure midday. I had nothing to do, like, at 11 AM, so
Let's go.
let's post up, right? I wanna see Galactus in IMAX this time. That was dope. People hated this film. People hate the MCU really right now altogether.
People hate just for fun.
Yeah, that's the thing now, man, and that's why we're doing this pod is, like, to break through that stereotype right there because, like,
Yeah.
you gotta like, this is why I love doing this pod with you because we know how difficult it is to make a film, not that we've done it before, but we understand, and there is beauty in anything that people create. Music,
Yeah.
art, right? Food, whatever. It takes talent, it takes energy, right? So just people shitting on a movie, like, Fantastic Four First Steps had a fantastic cast, okay? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I watched it 4 times. I watched it once in the theater, and the other 3 has been since it started streaming.
yeah, it's so good.
Now, yeah, I mean, I said watching it from start to end. I mean, it's a different. I mean, it's a different world altogether for
Yep.
one. But like you said, the cast is just on it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's just got fun stuff. I mean, it's just kind of you got like the Mole Man, like that guy, that the actor's amazing. You got they've been trying to have this baby for so long. Now they're going to have the baby, and then you have Ben and Johnny like trying to be good uncles
Yeah.
in there too.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just
love it.
it's just a bunch of fun little side stories that go against the Galactus. The
Just
whole
like,
thing.
but like also like Ben's beard, right? And like just the logic, but his rock beard, right? Like just little things like that I really enjoyed about that film, man.
One
Like,
thing too that I like, you said something like that. I noticed this last watch. When they're in like his lab and the power goes out, and then Johnny just like he says Johnny, and Johnny just turns into Human Torch right there in the middle of the lab.
Exactly.
Like his whole body just turns into fire, and he's just
I got you,
lighting the whole room
dog.
up. Perfect.
I got you, man. We go camping in the dark. I got you guys. You know what I mean? Like easy. There's little things like that, man, that has always been like Jack Kirby, Stan Lee in the comics with everyday things that this family does. And they were able to show it in this film, man. And that was just really fun. So I'm glad that you caught it again. I do have to give it another watch, especially before December. Doomsday's almost here, dude.
Man. Oh yeah. Right around
we got 6 months, dude.
Yep.
Almost 6 months to the day. We got Doomsday, man. So
we got a few more movies in between that too.
Dude, we got Cliffhanger times 2 we got to get through, okay? We got a lot to do here, okay?
It's going to be a wild couple of weeks, sir.
Oh, yeah, y'all. Welcome to Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I am Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for Last House, Shrek 5, and our movie of the week, The Amazing Spider-Man. Well, Andrew Garfield action team. I'm so excited.
I never want to change that music, by the way.
Music is fire, bro.
Every
We
time,
are like killing the game with that music, you know what I mean? Because you gotta think about a lot of pods who has like been around longer than us as well. They've like changed their music multiple times. Us, we've changed our music once. Yes, and that was in the first year we changed the music.
And every time it comes on, I bob my head.
Never doing it again. Yeah, man, I love it, dude. Always tapping my toes to it, man. Tapping my heels. Yep. Team, hope everybody's having a fantastic week. We got some new trailers coming at you here. A Netflix drop.
Oh yeah.
Nice. With Wagner Moura and team. The team at Illumination does it again. We're getting another Shrek movie. We got Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy all returning.
So good.
With like Marcelo Hernandez and everybody else, team. So we got some trailers. Do me a favor, click that link tree in the show notes and like, share, subscribe our stuff, guys.
Is there also a Austin Powers movie in the make?
You know, I saw an interview with him.
Thought about that.
I saw an interview with him. Like he just did a commercial for something, and it was a Austin Powers like set with like Dr. Evil and stuff like that. But like he did say that one is in production. What like he's they're like fast tracking one.
Austin Powers 4 is happening.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No release date yet, but it's in the works.
I do not know how I feel about that, man.
That's what the old AI told me, anyway.
So, like, the whole point of it was a spoof. It was a spoof on all the James Bond spy films, right? And because
a really good one that just took on its own thing.
I agree.
Crazy.
I love those films. They're funny as hell. They're spoofs. But like you had to do Casino Royale with Daniel Craig and go very serious, right? Very Dark Knight. I mean, Batman Begins type serious film in order to make it believable again and ground it because of fucking Mike Myers. Thank you. But I'm not mad because we got really good Daniel Craig series out of it. So more like thank you. I just don't want this to spoil. We have some really good spy-ish type films right now that are happening.
Yeah.
This is going to get ballooned and it might spoof everything that has happened since, just like Scary Movie just did. So who knows? I'm still going to watch it. I just don't know what it's going to do to the culture. But anyway, team, we got content out there on our pages. Like, share, subscribe. We got Shrek 5 coming, team. We'll talk about it in a second.
Did not like that, huh?
Did not like that one bit. Damn it. Team, we have The Last House. IMDb states a family of 4 are suddenly sealed inside their home with no way out. They must work together to survive against both their dwindling resources and the mysterious looming threat that is keeping them trapped. Directed by Luis Leterrier, written by Matthew Robinson, starring Greta Lee, Wagner Moura, Sid Edwards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't like. Okay, so I just beautiful cast.
You're not a fan of the weird, like the weird mystery.
I not that I'm not a fan of it, right? Because we're getting another one with Anne Hathaway and, Obi-Wan later this year
Yeah,
too, so, which is, like, similar, where their house gets picked up and moved, and they can go
yeah,
outside. This one, they can't go outside, and then when they can, there's shit out there. So, like, it's similar, but gonna be different, so it's gonna be cool to kinda compare and contrast these 2, and they're
gotcha,
both in that
gotcha.
sci-fi realm. This one, though, I just know my limitations, right, as an individual.
Mhm,
Um, I'm not locked in a house with you who's very resourceful, you know what I mean? You got you got a
that's fair,
you got a bow behind you, you know what I mean? Like, you know what you're doing in life.
right? There's some
Um,
herbs in the kitchen too.
exactly,
Got
right?
a few herbs to live off of.
I
There's
have
basil
I have a I
forever.
just go to a Harris Teeter every day after work to figure out what I'm eating for dinner. I have a lot of beer in my fridge, okay? Be drunk for a week.
Yeah, yeah.
Um No, man, but, like, I do like the mystery. I do like that they're, like, a family that has to survive. Now, 1,183 days. That's a long ass time, dude. Like, that is,
Yeah.
like, some growth. 83
Yeah, and then
divided by 36.
you're just watching the world around you, like, Mother Nature take back over.
It's like
Uh,
3 years and a quarter, dude.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and you can't just, there's no just going out and doing stuff. You gotta just figure out what you got, like, on hand, right?
I love that he was like, "Don't no scooting in the house," and then they're like, "Dad, this is day 1,000. I'm scooting, dog." You know what I
I'm
mean? Like,
I'm getting it.
yeah. You get the hell out of my way, okay?
Yeah, yeah, why aren't you
Um,
scooting? That's the weird you're the weird one.
but it's gonna be cool to see, like, the maturation, right? Like, obviously, Wagner Moura and Greta Lee, they're not gonna change, but, like, that's 3 years, right? And these kids are at that age where, like, they rapidly grow, so that's do they we get different iterations of them.
Yeah,
This is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be a fun, kinda crazy film. I'm excited for it. This is the type of film that, like, it looks like it would be better from this trailer at least on the big screen, right? Um, but you know how Netflix gets down.
yeah.
Watch it at the crib.
Oh, yeah.
You're happy about that. I'm really
I
not,
don't mind.
but
I don't mind watching with the crib. I'm cool with it.
he says, "That's cool. That's cool. That's cool."
Yeah, yeah.
Team, we're gonna put the last house on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. All right, team. We have Shrek 5.
Oh,
Shrek and
man.
Donkey team up for another whirlwind big city adventure while introducing Shrek and Fiona's 3 children. Uh, Directed by Brad Abelson, Walt Dorn, and Conrad Vernon. Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy are back,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
bringing Zendaya, Skylar Gisondo, and Marcelo Hernandez, who's been doing it big lately, by the way,
Gotcha.
in this film as well. So, I mean, the Shrek series, right, franchise
Mhm.
has always been fun.
Yeah.
And the whole point of Illumination and what they do is DreamWorks, excuse me, um, is they just wanted to do it different than Disney. Disney is, like, super clean and nice and
Yeah.
everything, and DreamWorks was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be a little edgy, right? We're still gonna make family
Yeah.
friendly, but we're gonna be edgy, right?" If Disney's, like, 80s sitcom family, right?
Mhm.
Um, Shrek is definitely, like, late 90s, 2000s sitcom family, and more relatable, at least to me, right?
Yeah.
In my team. But I love these films though, man. These films have always made me laugh my ass off. The
Every
combination of
turn.
Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz, who's no slouch in these films, by the way, guys. She's not.
Then we had, Antonio Banderas in there for a little while.
A little
He got
Puss
his
in
own
Boots
movie.
action. A little Puss
Got
in
his own
Boots. He had
movie.
his own franchise. He had a couple.
Hey, oh, that's true, yeah.
He had a couple of films, man. No slouch on
That's
Antonio
that's
Banderas, okay? Little desperado action, man. Come on, dude.
also, yeah, the best.
He is one of the best to ever do it, man. I'm yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this film. I don't know if I'm gonna
Oh,
watch it in
1,000%.
theaters, but like what I'm gonna do is watch them all. Like,
lead up to it, right?
that's gonna be the move, man. That's definitely gonna be the move,
That's
man.
a
Like, I'm gonna
that's a
watch.
lot of podcasts.
Hey,
That's like
man.
just 5 podcasts in a row. Shrek movies. It's
Hey,
gonna be
man. We got a
crazy.
whole year to plan. You know what I mean? Got a whole year to plan. So, man, yeah, super excited. Team.
Yes, sir.
And like you can call it a cash cow, right? Like a cash grab and stuff like that. But at the same exact time, we're also getting a Toy Story 5, so which is out right now. So
But also, Shrek. The first Shreks were all awesome.
I mean,
They're all a good time.
both franchises are fantastic in
Mm-hmm.
their own right. Um, I would lean to one. It would be the Shrek franchise.
Yeah,
Um,
makes sense.
even though I believe that Tom Hanks as Woody is like one of the best animated voices of all time. But Eddie Murphy is his donkey. So you know what I mean? Like you have them
Right.
both. You have
Yeah.
them both. You have them both, team. Team, we're gonna throw Shrek 5 on our socials. Which one's your favorite? What's your favorite animated franchise? Team? What's your favorite animated
Oh,
voice actor? Mine is also the man, the myth, the living legend, just Jason Bateman and the Zootopia films. He's
Zootopia.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So those are good. Those are good. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Jump into this week's movie, man. We have The Amazing Spider-Man.
You know, one thing I just noticed:
What's up?
we haven't got to our movie of the week in under like 40 minutes in a long time. Like, I feel like you're super excited, like to get to this point. We're
Super,
we're like
super,
we're like 15, 20 minutes ahead of time right now. That's
super
fine
excited. Super
because we got
excited.
a lot to talk about.
Super
But
excited.
just want to point
I can break this movie down so many different ways, man.
that out.
Um and you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm not going to compare it to Raimi. I'm not gonna compare it to the John Watts, the Home
That's fine.
series. I'm gonna let it stand on its own 2 feet, guys.
Well, it does because it
Um
does.
Yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man was released July 3rd, 2012. Now, this is a humongous year for movies, man. We have The Dark Knight Rises, the epic like ending of Christopher Nolan's Batman tale.
Right.
We got the start of a franchise, The Hunger Games, okay? We have the third Daniel Craig film, Skyfall, which is like made over $1 billion, which is fantastic. Some say it's the best James Bond film of all times. Everybody said the third act was like Home Alone, but that's beside the point, though, guys.
Hey,
I still love the
I'm a fan of Home Alone, so I guess that's all right.
Macaulay Culkin's looking for his check. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Hobbit film, right? So,
Nice.
Lord of the Rings continued with the prequels. We got the biggest superhero team up of all time in the Avengers, right? Where
God, it's been so long since all that.
Loki
Jeez.
had he was pissed off at his dad and brother, so he decided to go to New York and fuck shit up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
It's what they all do, dude. It's every one of them does.
and
Man,
then we had Seth MacFarlane hitting the screen with your boy Marky Mark and the Fun Bunch. No Fun Bunch and Ted.
no fun. No fun much.
Ted rocked the screen. It was a humongous year for movies, man. Like, I'm thinking back now, like, we really haven't had that fire of a year. Like, I can't remember, like, really that many years that we had just like we're actually pretty
Yeah.
we're doing pretty good this year so far.
Yeah.
2026 has been a fantastic year for film, but like 2012 though, like $1 billion movie after $1 billion movie after $1 billion movie after $1 billion movie, and then there's Ted. So
Ted went in for the longevity, I think. He was
which
going for that Peacock series was
which
the whole game.
which at the same exact time though, like I loved the movie Ted though. So
So,
I don't even know how much money that made. Not Ted Cruz. Whatever. Who knows?
probably made a
God.
bunch of money too, I guess.
Anyway, team. Yeah, so The Amazing Spider-Man, directed by Mark Webb. Written by James Vanderbilt, Alvin Sargent, and Steve Kloves.
We had a $230 million budget, and so far it's grossed $758.7 million.
Well, you said so far, like it's going to drop in theaters again.
Yeah, I mean, is that out of the question?
Not at all. Not at all. And I look forward to it.
I
I'd go
in
see
my
it again.
lifetime, I've watched Revenge of the Sith, Ghostbusters, uh,
I remember that
all
actually.
those, all those in theaters. So
I remember
yeah,
we were all gonna go see me, you, and your wife were gonna go see a movie together. I forgot what movie it was, but like I
yeah.
messed up the timing, or somebody messed up the timing, right? And it was like a free
We had the
whatever.
wrong tickets.
We had the
Wrong
wrong
tickets.
tickets.
So
It was a free play, whatever, free play Friday or
yeah,
whatever it was at the theater. We all three of us were there, but we all didn't want to see the same exact movie. And so y'all went to go see Ghostbusters,
yeah.
and I went to go see The Last Night in Soho. I love that movie by
That's
Edgar
right.
Wright.
Yeah, yeah.
I do love that movie. It was fantastic there. I feel like you guys won though.
It was
Seeing
pretty cool.
Ghostbusters on the big screen, I do love that experience.
It was
Yes.
pretty cool, I
Yeah.
will say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starting this, we have Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker, Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, Rai Zufan as Dr. Kirk Connors, Dennis Leary as George Stacy, Campbell Scott as Richard Parker, Irfan Khan as Rajet Ratha, Martin Sheen as Ben Parker, Sally Field as May Parker, M. Beth Davids as Mary Parker, and Chris Zelka as Flash Thompson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chris Zelka, so hot right now. Never seen this kid again in my life.
I'm actually curious about if he does have anything after that movie because I've never
Probably
heard that name again.
nope. He did a few things. Nothing crazy though. All right, dude. Give us the quick synopsis, man.
Peter Parker gets bit by a radioactive spider and has to navigate his new abilities while dealing with the death of his uncle, starting a relationship, and fighting Dr. Giant Lizard.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Wild time to be in high school.
All right, team. So I'm gonna for the rest of the duration of this pod, you're gonna see me and you're gonna hear me. I'm going to nerd out, right? Because we've talked about, and once again, standing on its own two legs, but we've talked about multiple times our favorite Spider-Man, our favorite Peter Parker, right? And he's my favorite. Andrew Garfield's my favorite iteration of both. Um, and going back and watching this film, I have a deeper respect for this entire like production,
That's fair.
and what they tried to do, right? We got this kid who is like we're like 3 years removed from college, and he's playing this high school kid, so kind of like in the same zeitgeist as us, right? And everything. He's not cool, but he's also like just a loner.
Yeah.
And you can tell like he's definitely going through shit, and because he's not popular, and not that he's a nerd, but like he just feels, you just get the feeling like he just really just would rather be alone, to himself, to his computer, kind of locked away in his room with his gizmos and
Yeah.
gadgets and everything, right? So he's a different Peter Parker. um And I really enjoy this iteration, man. Like the look, the feel. But the biggest thing for me, like we've had this conversation before on the pod, goes into our previous pods team. Um, Andrew Garfield just brings a vulnerability to this character
Right.
that I really enjoy, man. Like as Peter Parker, he brings a vulnerability to his uncle, to his grandmother, not his grandmother, to his aunt, when he's with Gwen Stacy, when he's with Captain Stacy, like everybody he's with, there's this vulnerability until he has to be like this other person, right?
Right.
And when he puts on the mask, then he gets his superpowers, right? So even when he has the powers, but his mask is off, so he's Peter Parker, he still is just like this very vulnerable kid, man,
Yeah.
which we didn't which, like, I we don't get in our superhero movies. Once they have their powers, you know what I mean? Like, that's
They're
that.
part of the Avengers
They're
immediately.
exactly, right? Part of the Avengers there. But, like, I'm talking, like, across the board, like, all superhero films, right? Like,
Yeah.
from the dawn of time to what we're gonna watch this upcoming weekend, right? Like, once they have their powers, they are just, like, cocky and they're a better person and they get all
Yeah.
the girls and they use it to all these advantages, but, like, Andrew plays it very just like, "I'm still the same guy.
Yep.
I'm still the same guy from New York, from Queens," you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, I appreciate that, man. I don't know how you feel about this, but, um
Yeah, he definitely across the board, I mean, Andrew Garfield in general has that ability no matter where he's at, no matter what he's doing.
yeah,
Um, and one thing we speak about a lot too is the fact that he can portray that even behind the mask.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, and he kinda you expect him to develop some way or another as Peter Parker, and he's just still emotional and still trying to figure it all out, even, at the very end of the movie.
Yep.
But the up until the credits roll, he still doesn't know what's going on. He's still trying to figure it all out and trying to understand, you know, I guess where Peter stops and Spider-Man starts.
His play
But
exactly, like, his place in this world, yeah,
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 yeah. Because I like this film because the police are chasing him for a lot of the runtime, right?
yeah, yeah.
He's having to stop, Doc Connors, the lizard, and then, the 3rd act goes off the rail with, like, Doc Connors, like, turning people into lizard people, whatever,
Oh yeah, it
and
was
then having
wild.
to, like, find that, but, like, it all comes together at the end, man. I really appreciated him being, like, vulnerable, emotional, a depth of, like creativity to the role as well is what he did in regards to how funny he was when he did put the mask on, right? And that's the other
Yeah,
side of it, right? When he
yeah, yeah,
was Spider-Man, everybody kinda called him, like, Spider Dick, right? When this film dropped and everything, like, he was kind of an asshole. Um, but, like, for me, in the comics that I read and the comics that I enjoyed, that was another one of his superpowers, right?
yeah,
Was to, like, be this comic guy in the mask, and it gets these bad guys off their game, right?
yeah,
Um, and I feel like him and his acting, and he's obviously voice acting because somebody else is in the mask when he's swinging and doing all these flips and shit, but, like, it's funny, makes me laugh, um I just enjoy it, man. I really enjoy his performance as both Parker and Spider-Man and the duality of the 2, man. He plays them like
yeah.
he never plays them like they're the
And
same, you know what I mean? They're 2 different people.
yeah, and there's a few times I'm watching the movie, like, when he's in his suit, he's suited up, and he's just dialogue, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like this dude's just too good to be in this role. He's so good at, like, the emotional roller coaster he takes you on. I'm like, why is he's playing a comic book character right now? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
he's just too good to be doing something like that, but yet he makes it so much better.
Almost like he's elevating the genre, right?
Right, right,
Andrew
exactly.
Andrew Garfield, as fantastic of an actor that he is, he's elevating the genre. That's kinda what Christian Bale did for Batman in The Dark Knight,
Yeah,
right? Him and Christopher Nolan, they both, like, elevated the genre and made what they made. That's what Mark Webb and Avi Arad and Andrew Garfield did with this, man. They basically was like, "Let's get this British, really talented actor to this role, and that way we can elevate this theme," man. So, I
yeah.
really enjoyed that. he had some partners in this film
Yeah, there's a
and
few other people.
a few other people, right? We can't spend the entire hour talking about old Andrew, but um, he was amazing.
It's
Um,
it's in the
Emma
title.
Stone as Gwen Stacy. Um, what were your thoughts?
Uh, Emma Stone, always loved everything she's in. Uh, she brings that same energy, right? She's like as good as Andrew Garfield is as being kind of gloomy, right? He's a little
Yeah.
gloomy. He's a little
Mhm.
he's lost his, he loses his uncle. He's going through all this stuff. She kind of brings the opposite. She's very cheerful most of the time. Like
Mhm.
particular moment he like comes in from the window and he had just got beat up. Like he gets beat up a lot. I don't know what that's all about,
He gets his ass
but
kicked a lot, yeah.
he does get beat up a lot. so so he comes in her window and she just starts like picking on him, right? She's like, maybe she used the door and all this stuff. And she's like that the whole time, but then she gets to be a little serious here and there.
Yeah.
Uh she gets to get in on that some of the action, right? She's helping them with getting the serum. So she gets to play a very awesome roller coaster as well of like you start off barely knowing each other and then now you are like trying to fight a lizard man, right?
Working to save the city together, yeah.
Yeah. uh, I mean, she was fantastic. She's always fantastic, though.
Yeah, for me, it was adding that, like, his first love
Hmm.
to this film, but also knowing from the comics, like, the tragedy of Gwen Stacy as well, right? And there's times where you think like, "Oh, like, they're going on a tower, um, they're going up on Oscorp. This they could Emma Stone could be a one movie player, right? If this turns into a franchise." Um, but it didn't end up happening like that. It happened in the next film, but they used a very emotional Peter to connect to somebody who is very bubbly, like you said,
Yeah.
um, and that brought it out in him, right? They brought out the
Yes.
hope in this kid who has been struggling this entire film and just loss after loss after loss, right? Um, yeah, and she just looked amazing as Gwen
Yeah.
Stacy. So,
Yeah.
she went back to her blonde roots too. So,
Hmm.
um, Kurt Connors, man, the lizard. I like that we didn't do. I like the lizard because it worked within the story, right?
Hmm.
In regards to him trying to figure out the mysteries of who his father is and what his father is all about, and connecting the past, right? You can easily do that with Kurt Connors. Um, and I like that we used him as the villain. Now, the
Right.
only downside I would say is like for me, I love comic book accurate, right? You can't do that for
Hmm.
everything. You cannot do it for everything, right? And I'll say this, the spider suit in this film is not comic book accurate, but the spider suit is badass in this film, okay?
Super really
You can
badass.
tell it's homemade. You can tell he's wearing sneakers, right? Like everything about it is definitely
And
like
it also
homemade.
matched like the vibe of the movie.
The dark, gritty
Oh
tone of the
yeah.
film. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if it was like bright blue and red, it would have been a little bit
Exactly.
off what they were going for.
Exactly. I didn't like that when Connors was the lizard, he had a human face. I that's the one gripe I
Mm,
have about this. It's grown on me since. I've seen this movie back
gotcha.
in 2012, but my initial watch was like,
It was like almost lizard, but not really. Like he just had
yeah,
like some weird lizard lips kind of thing.
and you're talking to him, Peter
Yeah.
Parker, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. When you're in lizard form, you're in lizard form, dude, okay? Um, but even him, he had like a fantastic the why, right? What makes a good villain in a film, right? The why are you turning into a villain, right? In every one of Spider-Man's rogue galleries, a lot of well, some of Batman's, but like they have the two best rogue galleries. Um, there is a reason as to why they go into villainy in the first place, right? Um, he is missing a limb. He obviously wants that, right? And he's been
Yeah.
working towards getting that back for a very, very long time. And he loses like family and stuff like that because of this.
Right.
And he's also like, after we find out he's like hitting a deadline in regards to helping out Osborne or whatever, who we don't see in this film, but we move forward, and that's the emotional toll with him about why he's trying to do. He then takes this serum to grow his arm back, becomes a lizard, and then the lizard personality starts to take over in regards to
Right.
like wanting to turn the entire city into lizard people, which um, we tried to jump the shark there, but we brought it back, though. We brought it back, though. We brought it back.
Yeah.
I'm glad in the third act we didn't get like a million people in New York just as lizard people fighting each other or like licking each other
Right.
or whatever. Like we only saw like a few, and that was that. So they
Yeah.
tried to jump the shark, but they kind of kept the genie in the bottle at the same exact time. So
Yeah. And the thing with them two too, like you got Peter Parker who's gotten these abilities and is like able to control himself, I
yeah.
guess, and is striving to be good and striving to do this or that. But then you got the lizard who is just losing the battle to it,
Mhm.
right? Um, but at the same time, he thinks he's doing good. He's going to heal everybody, but they're all going to be lizard people. So he was trying, but it just wasn't the best way.
Yeah. In regular fashion, a police captain has to die,
Mhm.
according to the Spider-Verse films now.
Yep.
Um, we got Dennis Leary as George Stacy. Um, and just a cop. Uh, kid's dating his daughter. So he's kind of an asshole to Parker.
Perfect.
Uh, but
He's
also
just
like
enough of one. Just enough of one, I think.
just like he's like, but like not like an asshole father that you do not like. Like you do like him because
Yeah.
if I was a father of a 16, 17-year-old girl and you sneak into my house through the fire escape, yeah, I'm gonna give you shit too, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be respectful because you're
Oh,
my daughter's guest, but yeah, you're
can
gonna
also
get
be
this
like
work, dude.
32 floors, dude. Impressive, but you should go back down those 32 floors and
Yeah,
come back
yeah,
out through the door like a normal person.
yes, exactly. We will not start this Branzino dinner until
Yeah.
your ass goes back down the
Yeah.
fire escape and come up through the damn regular door. Should have knew this kid was Spider-Man from the get-go right
Yeah,
there,
I know,
dude. What are
right?
we
It's
doing?
definitely a clue.
But he's the one who's, like, leading the task force and trying to figure out who Spider-Man is, but also the other time not understanding that there is this lizard presence until, like, he's literally face to face with it, and then he's like, "Shit, okay. The
Yeah, yeah.
kid the kid was onto something." Like,
Yeah, definitely.
we got Campbell Scott, Richard Parker, his father. We see him in the beginning, um, but then like we know like disappearing or died or whatever the case is,
Yeah.
right? Um, from that, but that's what leads him to being living with Ben and Mary Parker. I've always loved this too, man. This is something I've always loved about the Spider-Man mythos. It has nothing to do with just him being Spider-Man. This is just like love right here for like good writing. Um, Peter Parker, Richard and Ben are brothers. Okay.
Mhm.
Him and his wife die or whatever the case is. And Ben and Mary Parker take in Peter. Ben obviously dies. Great power comes great responsibility, all that stuff there. So May Parker, who's not blood to Peter, raises him.
Mhm.
I've always like I never really thought about it until I was watching this film today with those
Gotcha. It's a
scenes
good
with like
point.
Sally Field and Andrew Garfield and, like, how emotional that they are with each
Yeah.
other and how vulnerable they are with each other, right? And I love how she's like, "Hey, eggs." He's like, "I'm gonna go back out," but he's, like, all bloody till a pulp, got his
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
kicked and stuff like that, and she's like, "No, you're not." But then at the end of the movie, he brings, like, the fucked up
Yes,
carton of eggs to her, you know what I mean? Like, I love that, man. That is just
so
a
good.
good callback right there, man, and it was very
Yeah,
emotional without saying much at all, man. But that just goes to show, like, family's more than blood, and
yeah,
May
definitely.
Parker is just as important to Peter, to the Spider-Man mythos, as Ben and Richard and everybody else, man. So,
Agreed, agreed. Well put.
but yeah, I love Martin Sheen. Him as Peter's uncle, like he's
He's
it was a
got good stuff. He's
fantastic
got some good lines.
it was a fantastic casting to begin with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Is that
he's
the
just
girl? Is that the girl?
oh, yeah, like, he's like, he's got a picture of you. I'm his what do you say? I'm his, parole officer.
I'm his parole
So good.
officer.
Wingman. Wingman Uncle Ben. Uh, yeah, I mean, he's just he he does a very good father figure-esque thing, but you can also tell he's, like, trying to walk a fine line of, like, "I know I'm not your dad, but, you know,
Yeah,
you live in my house, we're trying to take care of you, make sure you're alright." Um, and Martin Sheen does a very great job of keeping that energy.
yeah, yeah, and, like, you the way that he goes out, right, the way that he dies is he's just a guy, but he's trying to stop a mugger,
Yeah,
and really, he had no place or position or didn't need to, right? But he just wanted to do the right thing, and I love
yeah,
how it's filmed in regards to, like, he makes a decision. He makes a conscious effort to go after this gun to
yeah,
stop this mugger from hurting somebody else. Ends up getting hurt himself and then dies. Um, that right there is an emotional toll on the film and makes you understand who Ben Parker is even more.
definitely.
That's what I'm trying to talk about here. Sally Field, May Parker, talked about her a little bit here, but
Yep,
she's just trying to do what's right for her family. Um, even though she's not blood to Peter, she's only by marriage. Um, she's doing the best that she can, and she loves this kid, man, and will
yep.
do anything because it's just them at this point, right? Like,
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
into that perspective, it's just them. They only have each other. They have to do this. So I've always liked her, and Sally Field, she brings it. She has always brought it her
definitely.
entire career. So I really enjoyed the Ben and May Parker in this film series. Loved it. Brother, they don't make movies like this anymore, man. They really don't. And I say that because this film, like, there was so much practical effects. There was a lot of CGI. Obviously, when you got dude in red and blue spandex swinging around, a lot of CGI, right? I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But, like, there was also so many things that they did practically in New York. Filming on location, one, huge. Not Atlanta, not Sydney, not Bratislava or whatever.
Oh,
Shooting on location makes the difference
yeah,
of
definitely.
understanding your characters, and I loved it here. I also loved you talked about it earlier with, like, the costume, but, like, it was dark and gloomy, man. It was, like, dark and gritty. We're coming off of 2005 Batman Begins. This was highly inspired by that. And we got The Dark Knight Rises, so, like, obviously is another
Oh,
inspiration for this
that
film,
was
so
kind of the thing right around that time.
everybody wanted to do dark and gritty, man.
Yep.
Yeah. What like, the look of the film, the kinda darker tones, the more muted, what was your take on, like, just the visuals of this film?
I mean, there really wasn't, like, a whole lot of, like, fireworks things and like big screens, big CGI, like in
Yeah.
the meat and potatoes of the movie, right?
Yep.
Like your dialogues, your Spider-Man talking to Gwen, talking to the captain, um, all that stuff was pretty, you know, down to earth for the most part until Peter Parker starts kicking everybody in the face and flipping around and stuff like that. Uh, but I mean, the dark and gloomy part of it fit the city
Yeah.
for one.
Yeah.
Um, it fit Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man very well. Uh, when we get to the lizard fights and stuff like that, there's some cool stuff, right? We see Andrew like really being a spider, right? He's crawling around like actually from the whole start of the movie, he like just starts taking on spider like
Yeah.
uh physicality, right? For whatever reason that happened. I don't know if that was a choice or like just a read into it because that's kind of how it was in the comics, right? Like he was always kind of a little weird when it comes to like his Spider-Man tactics, spider
Y-
tactics, right?
yeah. No. Yeah.
Making webs, making like web traps and things like that. So we got to see that in this one. We didn't really
I.
see
Yep.
that kind of good stuff until this movie. Uh,
He was more
I mean,
like
the CGI was okay, but
he was more like acrobatic with him being Spider-Man,
yes,
right? He was more
yes,
I'm trying to stop the lizard. I'm not trying to beat the lizard to a pulp, right? This is still there's still a man in here that I admire, right? There's still a scientist in
yeah,
here. I'm a
yeah.
fellow scientist as well.
He didn't
Um,
stand there with his chest out like up straight like Superman would,
yeah, exactly.
or anybody else who has like the limited power. Right? He was always like hunched over, kind of moving around real slow, kind of creepy like.
Let me try to
Uh,
subdue the situation
yeah, yeah,
and stop it before anything happens. I really did enjoy that, man.
yeah.
We talked a little bit about the spider suit. It was different, looked homemade. Um, I loved like the tactile feel of this here.
Mhm.
Like they went totally different than anything we've seen before. Um, Once again, heavily inspired by Batman Begins, where you just get a different look, a different feel, right?
Yeah,
So the spider suit was super dope. Kind of wish they continued it within the second one, but we got the best iteration of the spider suit in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 that we've ever seen on film so far. Brand New Day has not came out yet,
mm,
so we got a month.
right.
That one does look dope. Um, so I'll be talking about that in a month. I don't know how I feel about the web shooters though. Kind of exposed, but that's beside the point though. James Horner, the composer, may he rest in peace. But this guy in his score, uh,
Tick,
emotional.
okay.
Emotional is a word I want to use, man. Like kind of freaky too. Like even like remember when he's like at the cop, he takes the bad guy. He's trying to see like does he have the tattoo on his wrist or whatever, and he like
Yeah,
is like webbing him up or whatever, and then the cop comes and everything. And Andrew Garfield's Spider Man kind of does this one thing. Like after he webs him up and says a bunch of quips and stuff like that, he does this one thing, like turns his head,
hmm,
and Mark Webb like pans to that, and James Warner's like comes in and just like really dark, scary. This is a different Spider Man, right?
yeah.
He is pissed off right now. He is out for vengeance.
And somehow we get that just from Andrew
Just a
as
head
well, which
turn,
is
just a
really
head
cool.
turn, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
image sticks into your brain. Be like,
yeah,
oh, he's not Spider Man yet. He's not
yeah.
Spider Man yet. He's out here trying to like scare people, and beat the shit out of people. He's not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man yet.
Yeah.
He's
He's
something
Batman at
else.
that point.
He is just like beating motherfuckers to a pulp, yo. I mean, he did whip him in the balls, so,
Yeah, he did. He got him good. Yeah.
got him good, man, got him good. But no, James Horner gives us like it's operatic, but it's also there's like small pieces in this film that you hear that just work with how Peter Parker, Spider-Man's feeling in that time, and the
Definitely.
sense of like, I have to keep going. Man gets shot in his leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And has to keep going. Like, and you feel that through the music, man. One of the best. I love Hans Zimmer. He's one of the best in the game. What James Horner did for this man elevated the movie, in
Definitely.
my opinion. All right,
I
man.
agree with your opinion, sir. I agree with it.
I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah.
You're a good
Right there
guy.
with you. Yeah.
All right, I do have a theme here, man.
All right.
Like finding out who you are, man. From the get-go, you get this like sad, not really having a North Star type kid in Peter Parker, right? And then he finds this briefcase of his father's, and it takes him on this mission, on this journey of becoming Spider-Man. And if he never would have went down and like, if his uncle never would have been like, hey, search around here, see if you like something, right? Would he ever have found this, right? Would he have
Yeah.
ever turned around and then went to Oscorp, right? Would he have went in there and got bit by that spider, right? Would any of this have happened? But he found himself and he found purpose in his life, right? And that's what this film is about, man. Fulfilling that. It's almost like it was laid out for him to always be this person.
Yeah.
And Mark Webb and James Vanderbilt just put the pieces together for us, man. So really enjoyed that aspect of this film. All right, team. That's our conversation about 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
JV, give me your thoughts and ratings on this film, man.
Oh, this is definitely a 5 buckets movie.
Yeah.
I mean, all the words we said before this could just be repeated, right? I mean, Andrew Garfield, star of the show, did it, and like just the fact that we can watch this dude work and like portray everything he portrays. Just when he's like sitting on that web trap thing he made in the sewer. You know, he's like just chilling. He's playing his like bubble break game or whatever on his phone.
Exactly. He's such a kid. He's still such a kid, dude.
But then like he's alerted, right? Then he turns into the spider.
Yeah.
Right? He's watching his webs make vibrations and look around. Just one of the many cool scenes in the movie. Gwen, same thing. She does her thing. Just the cast itself all the way through. Beautiful movie, shot beautifully in the city. From start to finish, dark and gloomy. They kept it up. They played into it. Fantastic movie. How about you?
I'm right there next to you, man.
Yeah, man.
We've been agreeing a lot lately. 5 buckets of popcorn. 5 buckets of popcorn, man. I actually went into this time of us reviewing this. This was a 4 buckets of popcorn film for me going into this. But like this time, man, and you know me, I'm not that much of an emotional creature. I find myself being more of an emotional creature as I get older. I don't know if that's like because I have nieces now or like whatever the case is, or I'm just a sap, or I don't know. But like,
you know, it's the years, man. It's just
when he saves the kid and the car starts to like when they're first on the bridge, right? That's a very emotional, like the reason why Stan created the character, right? I'm just a guy.
Yeah.
He takes it off. I'm just a guy, man. I'm kind of getting choked up now about it, but like that explains this entire film for me, man.
Agreed.
just a guy just trying to do right, just trying to do good, man. With all of this bad shit that's happened in his life, he lost his parents at a very young age, right?
Yep.
He feels responsible for his uncle dying, right? He has to deal with that grief, right? Knowing that like his aunt is the sole person who is making money and she's not making much money, right? He has to deal with that, right? Being an unpopular kid in school, right? That shit's not fun at all. And then like creating this Kurt Connor's lizard character, right? And just to take this mask off and be like, hey, dude, I'm going to save you. I'm just a guy just like you. Yeah. And like gives him the strength to put the mask on. I choke up on that scene every single time, man. And it gives it, like, it just elevates the superhero genre, right? You're never going to see Iron Man do some shit like that. You're never going to see like Batman do some shit like that, right? It is this friendly neighborhood Spider-Man who is able to connect with the people that he is saving. $5 popcorn, man. Man. We talked it to death. Apologies, but like this is a film that I'm going to revisit again and again and again, man, because it's perfect for me.
Every time I watch it, I like it a lot more.
Yeah,
like I've always enjoyed it, but like every watch, it's just a little bit more. I pick up a little bit more on all the things that are going on that I missed in the first watch or two.
Yeah,
I mean it's been way more than that, but still.
I mean, you think about we were in our mid-20s, right, when this film came out, right? So it spoke to our demographic, right?
Yeah.
Opening it up, like Tobey Maguire's, right? We were a little young to understand those young adults, right?
Yeah. We just saw Spider-Man and
was like
him being played by like a 50-year-old guy.
Right,
we make too much about it.
But then even like now, right? We have Tom Holland and the Home series, and he's younger. He's playing a kid. Yeah. He's a kid playing a kid. Understandable. It's difficult for us to connect with that because we're so much older now. But that those Andrew Garfield Spider-Man films, we connected. I'm not gonna speak for you, but like I connected with him, with his identity, like what the themes of the film is, what he's trying to go through, very well, man. And it's one of the most emotional superhero films that I've ever watched, and gets me every single time, man. Every single time, man. So $5 popcorn. It's a perfect film for me.
Awesome.
Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through The Amazing Spider-Man. Next week, we'll be discussing Supergirl.
And that'll be in a theater near you.
Like always, I am Clyde Smith. You can find me across all socials. I am Clyde D. Smith.
I am Javier Villalobos. You can find me across all socials at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.